Folks, I'm doing it. These are the first moments of me driving the Mustang Mach-e Edition 1. I'm impressed so far. Nice and quiet, supple ride. Ride quality is slightly better than Tesla. However, it does have smaller diameter wheels, a lot more tire in between there. And we are going to be doing some direct comparisons between my Model Y that I own and this car that I rented on Turo. So I paid for this, was $500 for 2 days once you pay all Turo's nonsense fees. So that's what it costs. I don't know Ford anything. I can say whatever I want about this car. Elon, I'm sorry, but daddy's gotta go to work. I gotta give people the honest opinions they love. So the car feels solid so far. The acceleration is good enough. It's not as crazy, obviously, as the Tesla is. We'll get more into that later. We'll do line them up side by side and do a quick drag up to the speed limit, of course. Make sure the police stay off of our case. I think the initial thing you realize that Ford was going after with all the test groups and all the testing that I'm sure went into building this car is, what are people familiar with and what keeps them from buying an EV? A lot of that is having this display right up here to show you just like a normal internal combustion engine is. And also the gear shifter is down here just like any other Ford where you twist it and select your gear. There's also a start button you'll notice here. So in a Tesla, you get in the Tesla and you're in it and that's it. So far I'm impressed with the car. There's a lot more coming. Stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, right now I'm cruising up the 101 and you can see that I don't have my hands on the wheel. It does have the lane keep assist on right now. So in this car, that's what it looks like when it says ready. And I can show you how to activate it here, where you just press this button and then you click up on this to hit set. These are not buttons. This is just a little lever that you pull either way. You can see it warning me. But the car, I gotta say the lane keep assist works pretty nicely. It's not as smooth as Tesla. Tesla centers much better in the lane. This likes to bounce off the right side of the lane for some reason. So I would say I trust Tesla more. At the same time, the point of me reviewing this car is I know that I can be hard on it and say it's not as good as Tesla, but Tesla has also been doing it for what, since 2008 is when the Roadster came out, I think. So they've been doing it for a lot longer time, and I think that this is an excellent first try at a fully electric car that you could reasonably drive on a daily basis. I'm gonna make this advertisement short and painless for everyone. This shirt is from INTOTHEAM.com. It's one of their graphic tees. You can get 3 of these for $60, and then using code Gjeebs, you can save 10% off of that. I've been wearing INTOTHEAM clothes for about 6 months now. Legitimately love them. They're just made out of great material. I just got back from the gym in this. It's nice and light. Also, when you put it in the washer and you wash them and hang them up, they still come out fresh. And I've washed some of my shirts that I've had for a while now 6 or 7 times, and they still look great. So I highly recommend them. Check them out on their website. Their basic tees are like $45 for 3. Again, you're getting 10% off of that. So you're able to get nice savings. It breaks down to not that much per shirt. I highly recommend them. Please check them out and support the sponsors. Thank you. When I picked up the car, it was showing 312 miles of range. Now it's showing 299 miles of range. I personally wasn't even aware that they had a car that had over 300 miles of range. So that's excellent and very comparable to the Model Y. But I am going to show you some things where Tesla is doing much better, where Ford needs to get better. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the car just on my initial impression of it. One thing I just noticed that I do like about the lane keep assist in the Mustang Mach-e over the Tesla Model Y is when you change lanes in a Model Y and you're on autopilot, it breaks the autopilot. Let me show you what I mean here. So I'm going to double click into autopilot. We're locked into autopilot. Now, if I want to go and change lanes here and I put some resistance on the wheel, it pushes back. It wants to keep me centered in this lane. So I'll put my turn signal on, brake, auto steer, you heard it go off. And now I'm just on adaptive cruise control. So yes, it's still controlling the throttle and will start and stop, but it's not going to auto steer for me. So for me to re-engage auto steer, I have to double click and now it's back on. So that's why I like what the Ford does a little bit better. What I just noticed in the Mustang, and there's actually a Bronco right in front of us here. What I do notice in the Mustang Mach-e is when you make a lane change and you steer over, the lane keep assist still will keep you within your lane. So you can go ahead and steer the car and change lanes. Once you're in the lane, it'll then continue to keep you within the line. So that's a nice feature that Ford has done that Tesla, you have to like reset it. You have to double click it and get it activated again. This is a much simpler lane change. Something kind of funny happened to me the other day. I was at a friend's house for, well, if they see this, whatever. I was at a friend's house for a birthday party. I walk into the backyard, introduced myself to someone that I used to work with. I reintroduced myself to them because of how much weight they put on during the pandemic. So, I mean, imagine that. What they thought. I said, hey, how you doing? My name's Ben. Luckily, they just laughed and thought I was messing around. And it was later in that day when I realized it took me a good hour to figure out that the demi hit him hard. So it's, this is just the beginning of trying to figure out what the quarantine did to all of us. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that story, but just maybe get a list of names before you go out in public to avoid something like that, because that was catastrophic. But maybe they got the message. They're back in the gym, they're getting healthy, they're getting after it, or they're doubling down and they're gonna have a show on TLC, My 1,000-Pound Life. Really, either way, you're gonna find success. What are your thoughts initially?
I didn't know it was gonna be filmed.
I didn't either, till just now.
I think it smells like smoke.
Okay.
You didn't smell that.
I don't know, it smells like a new car. There's no one smokes in this.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Not a lot of like visual space.
Yeah, it's not as open as the Tesla is.
Because of this thing.
Interesting though, right? Someone jizzed in the back.
Someone's sweaty vagina left.
Ooh. Ooh, some rear seat grease. All right. Can't win them all. I like how the speakers have like this mesh to them.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
I don't like this up here though.
You don't like that?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You just like your Tesla.
I do.
You're just a fangirl for life.
I am.
That's where I'm at. Another cool piece of technology that the Mach-E has that a lot of Fords have is you swipe your foot under and the trunk pops up, and the Tesla does not have that. And that's a nice feature, but the real question is, will it fit a set of golf clubs? Let's see. I'm thinking no. Model Y fits them no problem. Let's see what the Mach-E does. These are the riveting tests that, people are just begging for. Red, white, blue. I've realized we just have red, white, blue in the garage here. All right, let's see. Oh, it does. Nicely fits. Only one bag will fit in there, but it does nicely fit. Everything looks good. Room for the drone, and I'll put my golf shoes in it well. So golf bags do fit in the Model Y, or sorry, in the in the Mach-E. That was just a quick intro video. I know the quality was not great, but I just wanted to get my initial reaction comparing the Mach-E to the Model Y. I have a whole bunch of videos coming, the full review comparing the Mach-E to the Model Y coming up. You're gonna wanna watch that. Following that, I also shot a video where I went out in Scottsdale and Tempe and got people's reactions to the Mustang compared to the Model Y and seeing what random people in public think about them. That video is going to be hilarious. So please subscribe, stick around for that. Or if you are subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified when these videos come out. And if it's too many notifications, you can always turn that off, but at least give it a try. Thank you guys for the support. Also, we're repping McLaren today because we need Daniel Ricciardo to bring home the win in Monaco. I'll see you in the next video.